Hello everyone, happy Monday and welcome to another vlog. Another weekend in the life. We'll see how much actually gets recorded. However, tomorrow, all this stuff on here is supplies that I need to take up to the condos. So tomorrow I think I will take you guys with me to do that and kind of show you the stuff that I'm bringing up there. The plans have changed a little bit for this week. The family that I nanny for in the morning is sick, and so I have tomorrow off. So I'm going to be catching up on a lot of stuff. I'm gonna mop my floors. I'm gonna get up early, first of all. I'm gonna mop my floors, well, sweep them first or vacuum them first, then I'm gonna mop my floors. I want to clean the guest room. I want to clean the back porch, although it's gonna be rainy, so I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do that. But yeah, we're gonna do things this week that I didn't think I was gonna be able to do. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoy this vlog. And if you haven't already, please subscribe and like this video if you are enjoying yourself. Tonight, I'm not really sure if there's much to vlog. I'm gonna make some dinner. Ryan is at the gym right now, so I'm just gonna be hanging out. You know what I should really do more often is talk about the books I read. I'm a really big reader. I have read 55 books so far this year, which is a little bit lower than normal, but you know, with the wedding and everything like that, I just didn't set a high goal. My goal this year is 75. The reason I say that is because I started a book, and one of my goals this year was to mark books as DNF. Like did not finish, because when I start something, I am so goal focused that I always want to finish it. But right now I'm just reading a book that I just am having a hard time with. So, I think I actually am gonna put that on my DNF list and start a new thriller. It's a new Riley Sager book. I think it's called With a Vengeance. It's something like that. But it just came through on Libby, so I'm going to borrow that and start that book. Yeah. So that's what we'll do tomorrow, is give you a little bit of a book review. Some of the books I've been loving recently, some of the books that I'll share the book that I've not been loving. I'm gonna do some vlog editing tomorrow too. That's gonna give a lot of time to do that. So anyways, love you guys and we'll chat soon. I so desperately want to paint my cabinets green. I know that's so ridiculous, but we have like builder grade cabinets, which my husband just recently replaced the handles and stuff like that. All of the handles on all of our doors, all of our door handles match this. But I just like, I want to change it up. I want to paint these cabinets, but this is not paint. And Ryan says that it's hard to paint. I will take a different video. I'll show you kind of what's on it, but it like it can peel off. It's not easy to peel off, but in places in our kitchen, it is peeling off. So I'm kind of like, how hard would it be to peel it all off and sand the wood down and paint it? I don't know. I'm going crazy. I want to do some like renovations. I also love our artwork in our house, but our wedding photos are so gorgeous that I want to get rid of something. I'm not sure where. I love this little nook in our house too. It's so hard to choose. I want to get rid of one of these pieces of artworks potentially and replace them with some framed wedding photos, or even just like big canvas photos of our wedding. I don't know. I'm in the mood to change things up. I was such a white and black girly. Like, I love all the white. I love the simple. And I still do. But I'm hitting this point where I like neutral colors. But, like, colors. Like, a sage green. I'm not talking, like, dark green. I'm not talking bright green. I'm talking, like, sage green. And I actually saw this really stunning house on TikTok where they did the bottom cabinets here. The sage-ish green. Theirs was a little bit darker and kept these white, and I kind of love that. So, I don't know. Will it happen? Probably not, but this is where my head is at tonight. I'm thinking about all the things I could do in my house to change things up. I also I don't know. We need to renovate our upstairs bathroom. So I think that is what's fueling all of this. I'm on a site of TikTok for bathroom renovation, and it has now turned into kitchen renovation videos, and it's inspiring me to get ideas. And honestly, I don't know how long we're going to stay in this house either. So is it worth it? Everything we would do would have to be minor, which painting cabinets is minor. But anyways. Okay, I'll stop rambling now. Anywho, I have all of these thoughts in my head, but nothing on paper or computer. So really I need to create a Pinterest board and share it with my husband so we can kind of talk through some basic ideas together. But anywho, outside of that, this Wednesday I'm going to dinner with some friends, so I will try and vlog a little bit of that. It is Nanny Recognition Week, and we are all nannies, so we're all going out to dinner to celebrate. And I'm super excited because we are going to Pilato, which you guys have seen in a previous vlog. It is my favorite restaurant in Nashville, so excited to go to that. But other than that, it's been a pretty slow month, and it's going to be a slow month, and I am a-okay with that. Leading up to the wedding and everything, it was so chaotic. Obviously the wedding and the honeymoon was so wonderful, but I felt like I'd never had time to breathe. And even the last 2 weeks, the 2 weeks after we came back from our wedding, have been pretty chaotic for me. I worked a lot, so I'm looking forward to a little bit of a slow season. So, yeah. I don't really know how much vlogging content we'll get this week. It might be a shorter vlog, but I always say that, and I always end up yapping your ear off. So, anyhow, I'll stop yapping now.
Good morning. It is Thursday morning, and we're starting a little bit, or trying out a little bit of a new routine. So I'm up a little bit later than normal, and I actually have a little bit of extra time. So instead of rushing out the door, I think I'm going to make my coffee and read a little bit before I leave. I've got about 15 extra minutes, so I think it'll be nice to finish up what I normally do in the mornings and then sit and read for a few minutes. Yeah, not too much going on this week. I do have Disney work to do later, so maybe I'll do a little montage of that. But yeah, I hope that everyone is having a great day.
Happy Friday. We're heading to the gym, which is, I'm just gonna read and walk on the treadmill, but I need to get my butt back in the gym, so here I am. Hello everyone, and happy Saturday. I am currently sitting outside because it is absolutely gorgeous out. Unfortunately though, see Kylo here. Unfortunately, the AC units around me are on, so there's some buzzing and some wind, but I don't really care. It's beautiful out. I didn't have a whole lot of vlogging content this week. It's just been a little slow, which is a good positive thing, but there's not much content to give you. So I wanted to talk through some of my favorite books that I have read this summer. As I mentioned, I think in a different video, I love reading. I have a goal to read 75 books this year, which is a little lower than what I'm used to, but again, we just got married, so I knew when I made my goal that it needed to be a little bit lower than normal because my time would be taken up by that. And when I say summer, I mean June, July, August. These were some of my favorite reads, and then one that I put on there that was, I think I ranked it a 3.5 stars, but the ending was so shocking that I was I have to talk about this. So let's start with that one. The Teacher by Frida McFadden. Hold on, back up. Okay. I do read physical books. However, to save myself money, I have a library card and I use Libby on my Kindle for most reading, unless there's a book or an author that I just really love. I'm mostly reading on the Kindle. So The Teacher by Frida McFadden. It wasn't my favorite. Student teacher romances give me the ick. I don't like reading about it, but this book was recommended to me and I really liked it for the shock value. The content itself was ick, but I think that's supposed to be the point. The ending, if you've read it, comment, okay? And then Problematic Summer Romance by Ali Hazelwood. I really enjoyed this book. Ali Hazelwood is kind of like hit or miss for me. This book in particular was more my style. I love The Love Hypothesis, but some of her books, like, what is it called? Deep Love or Love Deep or something like that. Too much for me, but Problematic Summer Romance. Really enjoyed that one. One Golden Summer by Carly Fortune was a great one. I love all of her books. I think that she is a fantastic author, and I think this one was my favorite of hers that I've read so far. The series that I'm currently reading, I wish I knew the series name off the top of my head, but I didn't write it down and I don't know. The first book is called Mr. Heartbreaker by Piper Rain, and I believe there's 4 books in the series. It's a hockey romance. The first book, Mr. Heartbreaker, and the second book, Mr. Broody, I think. I just finished Mr. Broody. They've both been really good. So if you're looking for a steamy sports romance, highly recommend. And then my 2 5-star reads of the summer. First was Sounds Like Love by Ashley Poston. She's also one of my favorite authors. I love pretty much everything that she writes. And I just loved this one. It was so good. I don't want to give away any spoilers to any of these books, but I loved the musical connection, literally, in this book. I thought it was so cute, such a cute little romance. It gave me fan fiction vibes, like I was in high school reading Harry Styles fiction again. And then my favorite book that I've read this summer, and might I say, so far this year, was a book that I read on my honeymoon and on the flight back from Hawaii, and that was Atmosphere by Taylor Jenkins Reid. If you know, you know. I wouldn't say that I have, like, I love romance. I love, excuse me, bug just went up my nose. Okay. I love romance. I love thrillers. I love Kristen Hanna, so like historical fiction. This one was like a little bit felt like historic fiction, but it was just stunning. It was heartbreakingly beautiful. I loved every minute of it. I think this is the fastest book I've read this year as well, so if you haven't read it, please do. It was just fantastic. It was about some astronauts and their friendships, relationships, all of those things, a disaster that happens out of this universe, out of this world, out of this earth, not don't mind me, I'm tired, it's fine, but Atmosphere was fantastic, so if you haven't read it, read it. Yeah, so currently, my current reads, like I said, I am reading, really I'm listening to the series that Mr. Heartbreaker and Mr. Broody are in. So I'm currently waiting for the 3rd book to come via Libby to start listening to. And then I am reading With a Vengeance by Riley Sager, which is another one of the authors that I really love. And I'm really enjoying this book too. It's like a murder on a train mystery. It's great. I actually walked on the treadmill for 45 minutes yesterday just reading it, which I don't do very often. So, yeah, comment down below if you have any book recommendations for me, kind of based off of those book findings, books that I like. Again, I love thriller, I love romance. I prefer closed door romance, but I'm okay with a little spiciness, so, you know, just any recommendations I would love to hear. Some of my favorite authors, Kristen Hanna has to be up there, Emily Henry. I take it back, now that I just said Atmosphere is my favorite read. Great Big Beautiful Life and Atmosphere are like right there next to each other. I loved Great Big Beautiful Life. I thought it was so stunning. I loved the nostalgia of the book, the setup, the setting. It was stunning. So those two together. I didn't read it this summer though. I read it when it came out. I guess that was May, so maybe you count it summer. I don't know. Loved that book. Emily Henry, Charlie Donnelly. Love his books. I think they're all on Kindle Unlimited. Look at this fool. He has to always be in the spotlight. Hi. He said, "You're outside, I'm gonna be outside with you." We actually do have a leash for him, but every time we try to like bring him outside, he just freezes. So there he is, just staring at me. And anytime we are outside, this is where he is, one of these windows back here, staring at us. So tonight I am cooking steak and french fries on our Blackstone, so maybe I'll vlog some of that. I love cooking on the Blackstone, but even right now it is like toasty. It felt great with the wind, but I'm toasty right now because the sun is like beating down on me. But yeah, again, any book recommendations, author recommendations, whatever you guys have, comment down below. Be sure to like and subscribe to this video if you enjoyed it. Yeah, I will see you guys later this evening. You guys, I realized that I showed you guys a lot of fall decor last week, but I got a new piece and I didn't film it to show you. So I got this cutie little ghost bowl, and he even has like a hidden Mickey. You guys see that? I know he's just supposed to be like, but hidden Mickey, okay? He's so cute. He was $18 from this shop in Nashville, and the name is slipping my mind. So, but he just sits here, and he came with a spoon, but I didn't need the spoon. Typically when I'm cooking, I put my wedding rings in here, and occasionally my Oura ring as well in this. So I kind of have this to the side and been putting them in here for now. Yeah, we this morning went to our nephew's. Kylo is sunbathing and he's like all over the place over there off camera. We went to their lacrosse game and it was super fun, and then we had lunch with them, and now we're home, and we both have some things to accomplish. Like I mentioned, I'm gonna cook on the Blackstone, and but aside from that, I do have some work that I need to catch up on. Not much. I need to do laundry. I want to mop the floors this weekend, vacuum mop, and I need to clean the guest bedroom because we are having our 2 oldest nephews over soon for a night. And then yeah, honestly, it's gonna be somewhat of a chill weekend. Like, there's still stuff that needs to be done around the house, but in comparison, we have some time to relax, which is nice. I will probably sit and read more of With a Vengeance by Riley Sager. So, bye. Okay, I also wanted to show you my Kindle. I have the Kindle Paperwhite. The stickers in here have not been updated in a hot minute. And when I say hot minute, I mean ever. And I've had this for almost 2 years now. So I should probably update it soon. However, this is what it looks like right now. So I have this clear case on it, and I actually put the stickers on the Kindle, except one, which I should have just like set them up in here. I know a lot of people do that so they can interchange the stickers, but so I have, hold on. I do have one free-flowing one in here that I'm gonna take out for the sake of this video, and that is this sticker from the New Romantics bookstore in Orlando. Super cute bookstore if you're in Orlando and you need a place to buy a book. So cute. Anyways, back to this. I have the I Can't the Rangers Are Playing stickers. The Fort Worth, Texas sticker, because that is the area in which I grew up. I love Fort Worth. It will always have a piece of my heart. I have the Anna pop socket, because duh. I have this sticker of Taylor Swift and Kelsey Ballerini from the 1989 tour, because I love them. They're 2 of my favorite artists. And then I have a Meet Me at My Happy Place sticker with the 4, well, there's actually 5, but with pieces of the theme parks. And then this sticker here, it's kind of hidden, is a sticker that I made with 3 of my friends when we went to Disney during COVID. It was like September 2020. I drew this when I had an iPad and thought I was cool and could draw things on whatever app that was called. And I turned it into a sticker. So that's me with a mask and my friends with masks. But this is a special sticker. So, but yeah, this is my Kindle case. I really should update the stickers. I don't think I necessarily need a case. I think I can keep the case, but just update the stickers a little bit, and maybe even the pop socket. I don't know, but love this thing. It's so easy to take everywhere. The battery life on it is incredible. I don't remember the last time I charged it. and it has a USB-C charger, so I can take it anywhere. Yeah, that's that. Hello everyone, happy Sunday. I, in my head, was going over how to close out this video and things like that, and I realized that in a previous video earlier in this week, I mentioned that I was going to talk about a book that I was potentially going to put on my DNF list, and I did end up putting it on my DNF list, and I didn't mention it in the clip yesterday of books that I loved this summer. So before I say this, I just want to say this is my personal opinion. Some people probably love this book, and I personally also loved the other two books that this author has put out. So I was pretty disappointed that I didn't want to finish this book because, like I said, I have loved her previous work. And that book is Totally and Completely Fine by Alyssa Sussman. I think that's how you say her name. I just was not impressed with this book. I don't know if I just couldn't relate to the main character enough or what, but I couldn't get into it. And every time I would go to try and read it, I was just like, ugh. And that doesn't happen very often with me. So I decided to DNF it and start a new book. And to be honest, I probably would have kept going if I wouldn't have gotten a new Libby delivery of With a Vengeance by Riley Sager. And I would have hated myself for it. So thank you, Libby, for delivering a new book. It is Sunday. Chiefs play the afternoon game. Cowboys play the night game. So we will be watching football. I got a lot done yesterday, so there's not a whole lot to be done around the house today. I need to vacuum upstairs. I already made the bed. I'm finishing up some laundry now. I do need to clean the guest bedroom, but that shouldn't take that long. And honestly, it doesn't have to be done this weekend, so I might just let myself rest. We shall see. But with that being said, I think I'm going to end the vlog here. So if you watched this video and you liked what you saw, please like and subscribe. Comment down below your favorite football team. I mentioned in a previous vlog, I'm a Cowboys fan and a Travis Kelce fan, contrary to this tank top I'm wearing. But we are not I don't want to say we're not huge football people, because we do watch football every Sunday. We just don't really care as much about the teams as we do baseball. So comment down below your favorite football team, or if you're not into football, what sport you are into and what team you do like. So with that being said, I hope everyone has a fantastic week, and we'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye.